Hello, hello, hello. How's everyone? Can you guys hear me? How's the bloodbath today? How's everyone's portfolio looking? Bank Nifty just died today. It just went on the ventilator and never came back today. Seems like that. Just Bank Nifty had like the worst time ever. It was a very, very, very bad drop. But it's okay. I mean, it's one of those days where you'll see sab kuch going down, everything's red. But by the way, this correction was expected. It correction was required. It was a good correction. It's required because it was all what do you call it? It's quite predictable because the market was making new highs and everyone was like, "Hey, अभी कुछ नहीं होगा market को बस ऊपर ही जाएगा, lifelong ऊपर ही जाएगा." Doesn't work that way, no. The market doesn't work that way. It has to correct little bit. And the good news is it did correct now. So that means जो भी हो जाएगा अभी next might I don't think the next few weeks should look really bad unless it continues correcting. The next few weeks should look kind of positive, right? By the way, Deepak's result came out not, I mean, on a year-on-year basis, good, but on a quarter-on-quarter basis, it wasn't that great. So that's why I think it fell down. Yesterday, this result came out. Lotus Labs का भी result came out right now. Lotus Labs का result again quarter-on-quarter wasn't really great. Year-on-year looks really good. So again, I'm assuming for a few what do you call that? Again, I think it might correct tomorrow. IRCTC ka split happened. By the way, a lot of people want me to talk about IRCTC split and all that, right? Um, I don't know. Is it confusing for you guys? You don't know how IRCTC split works, or do you not know how splits work? Um, Basically, it was a 1:5 split. So if you have 10 shares, you will have 50 shares later, right? But the price of the stock will go down from whatever 5,000 or 4,000 to 800. But it from 800 it actually went down to 900. So it didn't exactly go down to 800. One sec. Yeah, so don't worry about that. But it went up today. Why? Because the split happened, then demand kicked in, and once demand kicked in after the split happened, everyone started buying it again. So in a way, it is good. What happened with IRCTs is not a bad thing. It was a good thing. Split ho gaya, demand goes up. Uh, but one more bad thing that came out, which I updated on the chat today, was that IRCTC ka jo revenues hai now, 50% of the revenues basically of IRCTC, which is a very sad news. 50% of the convenience fees that they take now has to go back to the government. क्या है, government from nowhere comes and says पैसा दे दो अभी, from now on you will all pay me money, right? It feels like England, British Raj all over again. Suddenly बोल रहे पैसा दे दो, पैसा दे दो. But it's sad. Why? Why is it sad? Because you have to give it to because the revenues will start looking bad right now again. And if the revenues start looking bad, then no, it won't look bad, but correction hoga for no reason, right? Abhi correction nahi tha. Everything was looking good. Everything was looking nice, fancy. Now suddenly you will see a correction happening, right? Now, why do we want a correction in this market? जब सब कुछ correct हो रहा है, अभी एक और correction होगा. So again, I'm looking at it from a very sad point. Should we sell about IRCTC? Should we sell IRCTC? No, dude. See, the thing is, ये सब होता रहता है अभी, right? It's gone down. See, now if you look at Deepak Nitrite also, it'll do really bad. If you look at who's that other guy? Deepak Nitrite तो एक था. Lotus Labs also will look really bad. Both of them will do really bad, right? But the problem is, I mean, the thing is, funda is don't worry about it because it will look bad, it will look good constantly. Fundamentally, has anything changed in the business? No. As long as fundamentals haven't changed, I don't think you guys should worry too much about it. Again, if you're in it for the long term, if you're in it for the short term, then you should buy Shiba Inu, right? If you really want to play short term gaming, then you buy Shiba Inu, bus. Yeah, one second. So that's what it is. So yeah, Shiba Inu is doing stupidly. It's just going up and up and up. But it's okay, fine, we'll see. But either which way, by the way, I got some news. I don't know whether this is good news, bad news, true or false. Again, don't take it seriously. Uh, it's with a grain of salt, as I always say, because it's just news that has flown from the Chidiagar. A lot of people are saying Vodafone's going to make a comeback and Vodafone UK is going to invest in Vodafone. Vodafone UK is going to invest in Vodafone India, which I don't know how that's even possible or why they would do that. But a lot of people are saying that in my Chidiagarh circles, but my Chidiagarh circles have been wrong in the past, so don't obviously take a call. Keep it for a looking के हिसाब से you keep it, right? Just watch what's gonna happen. We don't know what's gonna happen, but don't take a bet on it, is what I'm saying. So keep looking at it. By the way, what huge down today? Everything's down. Everything is down today, right? There's nothing about, oh, this is down, that is down. Everything's down today. So relax. But it's okay, guys, because everything's down because it also went up so much, right? Uh, everything went up so much, so now abhi thoda correction hoga, but it's fine. See, always look at it from a long term perspective, right? 5 years down the line, what is going to happen? Okay, 6 years. By the way, if you looked at Sona Comms today, Sona Comms result was good apparently. So Sona Comms went up. Are you buying Nika? No, I'm not buying Nika at the moment. All these new internet age companies, right? I'm going to wait. The reason why I'm going to wait is because, see, look at Zomato. What happened to Zomato? Do you guys saw what happened to Zomato? Does anyone remember what happened to Zomato? Yeah. So Zomato, I mean, there was a bump, hyper noise around it, got listed, and then nothing happened after that. It's still stuck at the same levels. The reason why I'm saying I will wait, the reason why I'm saying I'll wait for Nika, even though it's profitable, is because our what do you call that? Indian janta, right? Are still used to the old school kind of businesses. They're not used to this kind of a business. Zomato and all have not worked out. And by the way, Nika also is very, very, very overvaluing itself at this point, because it's got that premium that, oh, I'm a profitable e-commerce platform. So that's why I'm saying I'm going to wait. If the growth continues, then why not? If the growth continues, then we'll keep investing, right? There's no harm about it. Uh, if the growth continues, I am completely all right, right? If the growth doesn't continue, it might. So I'm just going to wait for a few minutes, especially now. The market just looks pathetic. It doesn't look appetizing at all. So let the market come back to its normal position. Let it relax a little bit. अभी थोड़ा उड़ रहा है, नीचे गिर रहा है, आगे पीछे टहल रहा है. So I just want the market to recover a little bit. And once the market recovers, maybe we'll see what can happen, right? Okay. What else? What else have you guys observed in the market? Okay, I'm gonna take a few people on stage. Let's see some things, right? Let's take a few people on stage. Let's ask a few questions to a few people. Yeah, we'll just take a few people. One second. Why are people not coming up? Just taking a few people on stage. Yeah. Go ahead, guys. One by one, you can ask questions. No issues. Yeah. Is it live? What is live, guys? This session? Yeah, it's live, dude. I'm here. I'm right here. You guys don't believe that I'm right here? Does anyone believe that I'm not right here? Hi, how are you? I'm right here. Don't worry about it. I don't know. Some people might think that I'm not live and some pre-recorded thing. Who knows? We don't know. I don't know. You don't know. Best to always. There's even a few. The funny part is I did a
Illuminati.
video recently on Mastech. A lot of people wanted an understanding on Mastech, so I did a video on Mastech. So a lot of people, there were some new guys throwing hate on the Mastech video, basically saying, one sec, what is this? Yeah, so there were some new guys in the Mastech video basically saying that I have a lot of positions in Mastech and I want to dump these positions. That's why I'm telling all of you all to buy it so that I can exit Mastech. Matlab, the theories are amazing. It's just beautiful, amazing theories. But again, don't worry, nothing like that. Nothing is the case like that. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead. Ask questions, guys. Anyone? Anyone can unmute and ask questions. Okay. Don't worry.
Hi Shashank.
Hello. Yeah. Hi, Davneet. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
How are you enjoying the
So
current market, Davneet?
I invested a little bit in this correction, but I don't know if I should put more money abhi because correction is still
Wait.
going on. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
know
Wait,
when
wait,
it will
wait. Just
stop.
keep averaging on the dips. Wait, wait. I don't think it's over. I think maybe a little bit more is there. So I would not say that correction's over right now. So let's wait. No harm,
I
right?
was I was expecting this correction after Diwali, but ये तो बहुत ही जल्दी हो गया.
Yeah, me too. But also Nasdaq had a signal yesterday, right? Apparently, a lot of traders are saying that Nasdaq did something known as a double top. So Girna confirmed. I don't know. I just read all this. I just keep. I don't know what a double top is also. But yeah,
Yeah. So
go ahead.
my question is, a few sessions back you mentioned that you have created one portfolio for 1 year and you'll be investing everything in that
Yeah, it's down
portfolio for 1 year.
11%. I'm so sad because I invested at the high. It's down 11%, but I'm also happy in a weird way because now salary will come and I can invest again this month at a lower average. But yeah.
Yeah, so that you said that you'll stop investing after 1 year and then you'll keep the same portfolio for 10 years and then you'll create another one for the next year.
Yeah.
So my question is, like the correction that is happening right now, and if you in future if you find some good opportunities in your previous portfolio, how will you manage it? I mean, will you go back to the same portfolio, averaging it down,
Yes,
or
I'm not saying okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes, yes. So every year the portfolio that I make is not a unique portfolio, right? It's not like the stocks are unique. It can be multiple stocks of the same stocks also. Right? So for example, in year two, right, I have 20 stocks, out of which maybe say a few ones that are fundamentally good and have not changed and are giving me good returns. They happiest minds, good result of happiest minds, by the way. So if these stocks are doing well, then happiest minds will be there in my year two portfolio also. So I'll keep accumulating. But there will be one or two that don't do well, right? One or two that have lost its steam, or one or two that is just really bad right now, or fundamentally the industry only has changed or some problem has happened, correct? So those stocks won't be there. So there will be an overlap. There might be a 40-50% overlap, right? It's possible.
okay. So because what I did last year was I had Bajaj Finance at 1997 and had a few of them, and I had HUL at the same time. I sold off
Hmm.
Bajaj Finance and I am still holding HUL, but HUL is just 7% up as of now. It went to 20%, but it's down to 7% now. And I regret selling Bajaj Finance because it's very high up बहुत ज़्यादा. But I was still thinking कि HUL, should I average it again or should I just leave it because it has, I mean, I don't think it's gonna do
See,
wonders
first
now.
of all, you should never doubt companies that are very strong, right? The doubt of conviction that you have, should I average it again? Is it good? Is it bad? Means it's the doubt in conviction levels. Uh,
Not
so
not doubting HUL, it's just the opportunity cost of buying HUL. It's just I can rather buy more, fast moving stock.
yes, yes. So that's what I'm saying. So if you have that fast moving stock, definitely buy, right? No one's saying no. If you have that fast moving stock, buy it. Okay, but if you don't have anything and it's still looking good, see, if HUL is moving good, moving fast, then buy it. If it's not moving fast, don't buy it. If you feel I have something better, like for example, this year there was this pick called what is that, Sonacoms, right? Sonacoms was like this new thing that came out this year and it's doing really well. It's giving good results also. So that would be like a new pick that I added on to this year, right? Along with IEX is a new pick that I added on to this year. So that way.
So you go back and forth to each and every stock.
Yes. So this see 1 year, whatever I've invested this year, I'm going to leave it. Next year, it's not like it's going to be unique. Next year, it can have an overlap. It's completely fine. It can even be 100% overlap. Then it just continues my SIP. But I know for a fact 99% that it's not going to be 100% overlap maybe 50-60% I'm assuming it will be an overlap, but not all stocks that we choose right now will do well. But I know for a fact that I'm also playing the averaging game, so some of them will do well, right? Out of maybe 23 stocks that I've picked, maybe 4 or 5 will not do well or will be stagnant, right? So that will be changed in the next one.
Hmm. Okay. Got it. Thank you.
Okay, awesome. Anything else? Anyone else? Anything else? Anyone else?
Hey Shashank, can you hear me?
Yeah. Hi, Shriyansh.
Hi. So I actually had a question about IPOs itself. Now, I was just going through the list of IPOs that are coming up in the Grow app, and they had mentioned that LIC and Oyo Rooms as well are going for IPOs. Now, uh,
Correct.
as the bull run has been going on for quite some time, but do you really think like with so many IPOs coming around, all of them will have listing gains like? Every IPO has had so almost every IPO has had so far, irrespective of their actual value. I mean, will that listing gains frenzy continue or not? And the point of asking this question was, yeah, of course, that should I just apply for an IPO irrespective of its actual profitability or just for the
See,
listing gains?
listing gains is you're just playing a gamble, right? You can play a gamble. It might work, might not work. It's again a probability thing. It might work, might not work. I have no idea because listing gains is something I can't predict, but the market sentiment predicts it. For example, if I know for a fact Nika will have listing gains. Why? Because so many people are like, oh, Nika, khareedna hai, amazing. Good PR. By the way, everything's good PR, right? If you actually think about it, the articles that are coming out, everything that's coming out, if you think about everything very carefully,
Yeah.
everything's just good PR. Correct?
Yes, yes.
So, with respect to listing gains, I have no idea, number one. But if you're actually talking about, okay, you know what, I'm going to invest for a long period of time and we're going to stay there for a long period of time, then you should just do your proper fundamental analysis.
Okay, I got it. I just had one follow up, not follow up, but I had another question. Can I ask?
Yeah, yeah, go ahead, man.
Yeah, so I was just going through Rakesh Ji's talks about Nifty, sorry, Sensex 1 lakh end of the decade and so on and so forth. And that got me thinking that by the end of this decade, my parents would be at retirement age around or probably a little over that. So if the Sensex really hits 1 lakh, or if that is uh, the
No, no, no.
forecast that
It's not if Sensex really hits 1 lakh, it's when will Sensex hit 1 lakh. Sensex
okay.
will hit 1 lakh.
Okay, that okay. Now, will it hit 1 lakh in the decade? Because I thought that's a very logical move to do for constant SIP. Just keep increasing the amount or decreasing the amount depending on market conditions and make good money to live off.
But where you'll invest this SIP?
The ETF and the index funds mostly,
Okay. Yeah.
because as
No,
I said, it's for
SIP
my parents.
in
Yeah, so
SIP in
that's
Sensex is the most safe thing you can do, by the way. SIP in Sensex. Stocks can go up, stocks can go down, results can be bad, results can be good. All that problems are there with stocks, right? But in the SI, if you talk about only the index, which is the main index, then you're basically banking on the economy of India. Now, unless the economy of India goes down, and if that is the case, then everyone's fucked, right? We're all fucked. Uh, if that is the case, everyone's fucked. So then, if you're banking on the economy of India, then boss, that's a different game altogether. But yeah, you can. It's 10, 15, 20 times safer to play economy of India game as opposed to playing what you're talking about, right? Which is stocks. So yes, if you're talking about should I invest my SIP into what do you call that? You want to invest SIP into Sensex? Yeah, it's definitely. But please advise your parents and tell them, boss, this is not Shiba Inu, kal double nahi hoga. Because I'll tell you one weird thing that I observed, right? So basically, last week, look at my bad luck now. Okay, just listen to this. Last week, my father-in-law asked me the same question that in the next 5 years I'm going to retire. So should I want to park some money in investing? He's never invested in his life. He's never invested in his life. Okay, so I told him, yeah, yeah, this is a good time to invest right now. If you're keeping it for the next 5 years, then there's no such good time, bad time because अभी ये bull run जाएगा थोड़ा time तक, right? So I invested everything. He invested around 30 lakhs of some amount of savings that he had into the stock market. Now what happened is the stock market is correcting, right? It is correcting hard. Now I understand the stock market correcting hard, right? I'm like, okay, fine, this is a correction, but I told him don't touch it for 5 years, right? But now what he's doing is he's calling me and is like, "Arey yaar, 4% गिर गया. I am 50,000 rupees down. I am 75,000 rupees down." Uh, you have to explain it to people that you have to wait, right? I told him, yeah, it's down, but it'll go up. He's like, what is this IRCTC you have picked? It's down 20%. ऐसा तो why did you pick IRC? What is this IRCTC? Now, how to explain to my father-in-law at 55 who's first time investing in stocks? You don't look at your phone. Right, I told you to keep it for the next 5 years. That means you just trust me and keep it. And I've put stocks like Asian Paints, Pidilite, TCS, and all that. But they will still focus on why is IRCTC 20% down, right? And it's become a little awkward also, right? Because I'll be honest with you guys, it's become a little awkward. Wait, he has the scenes app. Ek minute. I'm just checking the participants. Yeah, it's also become a little awkward because when we sit for dinner and all, then he's like, the only common topic we have to talk about is like this, right? Because I know that, and like he's an IT guy, I'm a finance guy, so we bond on this particular thing. So if it's positive, then he'll be very happy. He's like, "Oh, तूने मेरे को इतना बनाया, पर अभी मैं बहुत bad दामाद बन गया हूँ because the stock market is just going down." So then they'll be like, what, FD is better than investing in stock market. So he's basically down 4.5%. Okay, overall portfolio of 30 lakhs. Um, but I know that 4.5% is nothing, right? It's nothing compared to what it can be after 5 years at the age of 60. Like it's nothing with respect to the amount of shares that he has, with respect to the amount of dividend he'll get, everything, nothing, right? I know for a fact. But how to explain, right? So that is why I'm saying if you're investing your parents' money, whether it's Sensex, whether it's Nifty, whether it's whatever, please tell them do not see it for the next 5 years because it's a lot of money and they will see every other day. So please be careful.
Yep. Thank you so much. Got it.
Yeah, continue. Very careful, bro. Investing parents' money. I have realized it's hard. Yeah.
Still the risk.
Yeah, continue. Yeah. No, it's a risk. Yeah, but your risk is reduced on long term, right? The longer you wait, the risk goes down. So don't worry about that, is what I'm saying. Yeah, go ahead, continue.
Hi, Shashank.
That's it. That's your question.
Oh,
Awesome.
sorry,
Nice.
sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro.
That was pretty much it. Now I was just asking because I was reading that Intelligent Investor and they were showing about how this
Yeah, that's the
entire.
thing. No, you are reading Intelligent Investor. You are listening to Rakesh Junjunwala. Your parents don't care about any of this. They're not reading all this. In fact, you
Yeah.
know what they are reading? They are reading news articles. In fact, there's one friend of mine that I have given him a small case to invest, right? Now, his small case is up 50% because I gave it to him in Feb, right? So, according to that, it's 40%, it's still up. You know what article he sends me? Economic Times basically sends him an article saying this penny stock has gone from 5 rupees to 55 rupees in the last few months. This is a multi bagger penny stock, went up 1,500 times. So that guy is sending me such articles saying, why didn't you buy this stock for me? Now, how the hell will I know that as a stock 5 times or 50 times jayega? And these are all insider traded stocks, right? These are not some crazy stocks that you'll see all the time. So you have to just be careful because you're reading Intelligent Investor, consistent compounding, 20 years, 15 years, 10 years. They are reading why this penny stock went up 50x in the last 5 days, right? So please be aware of that. There's also different reading happening everywhere.
Yeah. That makes sense. Thank you.
Yeah. Next.
Yeah, hi, Shashank.
Hi guys, what's up?
I think I want to appreciate you first for apart from stock market, you give us gnan with all these things which you actually deal with, like not to figure out what is there in girls' purse or something, how to talk to the friends. Now with not put parents' money.
No, no, put parents' money. No one's saying don't put parents' money, right? Family wealth is your wealth only, right?
Yeah,
So
but they have
putting
to give,
family.
right? It's the I did have conversation like my dad is a government employee, so according to him, FD is all. So I had a conversation with him like 2 weeks ago. I'm like, okay, see, this is how it's happening. I've got decent percentage of returns. I've got this much, so we'll put it for my sister also. By the time she gets married, even she'll have some
Yeah,
chunk in
your dad
there.
would have said you're gambling. Don't gamble with your sister's money because you
Oh,
being
no, no.
he'll think you're just lucky or something like that.
No, no, he had a better comeback. I was like, see, FB will give you only like what 4 to 5%. He's like, who told you? Come, I'll take to one cooperative bank. I put it there. They'll give you 8 to 9% return. I couldn't give a comeback to him for that.
Yeah, I know. That's see, the good thing is the parents' generation. I mean, I get why they're like that, right? Our older generation, I get why they're like that because in their time, if you had money, what can you do? You have to buy gold, you have to buy land. That's all. Or post office fixed deposit, right? They
Oh
didn't
yeah,
have
yeah.
stock market. They don't have 5 minute onboarding process and all that crap, right? Today we are spoiled now for choice basically. Today we are spoiled for choice, right? We can open a demat account in fucking 5 minutes. Earlier you can't open demat account in 5 minutes. It used to take you forever to open a demat account.
True.
So yeah, I get where they're coming from basically.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
this was the conversation I had. So I was like, I don't know what to tell. I'm like, you can put on mutual funds. By the time she gets out, you can put on index funds, so you'll have decent return by the time she's married or something. He's like, no, no, FT, FT. I was like, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But
the
one good
question which
thing
I
that
had,
I'm happy is that leave our older generation, right? At least our generation, you, me, etc. generation, we know how percentage is important. We know how see because they lived in an era where you will see ads every single day saying fixed deposit is the thing, right? See, now we are
yeah,
looking at ads of crypto. Now, if you look at so many of the big investors, even Warren Buffett and all that, they're all saying crypto trash because they don't have any idea about this, right? They're also new to
yes.
this market. So yeah, so that's what, dude.
Yeah, so that was like the question I had. So results came out of Deepak Nitrate and Loris Labs,
Right.
and it went down today. So
Yeah.
this my question was like, I plan to buy it at dip. So should I start from the day one, like how it's falling, or should I wait for like at least couple of days when you see some reversal from there, or how do you plan to do this?
See, if I keep saying this, right? If you're in it for the long game, then it doesn't matter when you buy. But if you want to time the market of your entry right now, usually it's better to wait for another day because it's gone down by 5%, right? Today, 5.5%. So
6 point something. Yeah.
it's okay. So it's bad market coupled with bad result is like the worst combo you can get right now. Like you just pick the worst cards, right? Bad market. If it was a positive market, maybe it wouldn't have fallen so much. But it's a bad market, so it's crashed crazily, right? The entire thing.
Yes. Yes.
So it's like a
It's at
bad combo that we're seeing right
strong
now.
support like 2200 Deepak Nitrate. Even Loris Lab went to 521.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm
So
saying. So either you can buy it today, right? I mean tomorrow, or you can wait for another day. If you wait for another day, maybe it'll fall down by maybe 3%, or it'll go up maybe max by 3-4%. So it's still fine overall, right? Because uh, it's not going down. If it goes down, you average more. If it goes up,
yeah.
it's still not up to the mark, right?
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so I'll just wait for a couple of days and then average it out, so that's better.
Yeah, I would say just see what happens tomorrow. See
Yeah,
how the market reacts tomorrow.
we'll do that. I had one small thought. Is it better to invest on an index fund or on a large cap? If you had to pick between these two for
I
a
mean,
longer
index
duration.
index is the most safest. Okay, index is
Not
the
like
most safe.
safest, like because I have in mid and small as well.
I
So
would go with
instead of
large cap.
putting, oh, okay. So you prefer large cap over the index fund.
Yeah, I would
Okay.
prefer large cap. But the reason why I'm saying I would prefer large cap is I get advantages of bonus, dividends, uh, other stuff like that.
Okay, but like in the longer run, even the expense ratio plays a part, right? So, for example, the Navi one is like
Expense,
that's
right?
the least. So,
Yeah.
like
No,
in a
directly
long,
invest in large cap. No,
sorry.
directly invest in large cap companies. Don't have to invest in the mutual fund.
Okay, yeah, no, I've been part of that as well. Like trying to set up separately safer side, like when crash happens, you can average out more there, like
Like an
that
emergency
perspective.
fund, yes.
Huh, huh.
Yeah, so what's the question?
Like is it like index fund better for a longer duration or large cap ones in the mutual
No,
funds?
large cap is better, but again, I'm saying instead of large cap, just buy the large cap stocks. Instead of see, index fund means the only way you buy index is how you have to buy an index fund. Now, yes, the
Yeah.
expense ratio is lower. It's like a passive income thing. All that is there, right? But if I had to choose, right, if I had to make a proper safe bet, I would just go with large cap companies directly. Look at the large cap mutual funds, see where they have invested. There will be Bajaj, HDFC, Kotak, and directly invest in those guys.
Okay, like as you said, like I'm setting up for like an emergency fund. So if I don't want to put it there in the large or the index, so can I put this somewhere else, like in a mid cap, because that's more volatile, right? So
Mid cap, I wouldn't recommend, man.
yeah, like I'm exposed to the direct stocks for large cap as well, but like this is like for the emergency where something happens, so you can pull it out. So for the safety sake, like uh, putting any of those two would be better, or like just put it in the bank.
No, I would not recommend you buy mid cap if it's your emergency fund number one, right? I would never
Okay.
prefer that, to be honest. I would say just buy large cap companies only for emergency fund. Mid cap is for your moonshot bets, dude. Who are one A1, A1 types.
Yeah. Okay.
Hmm? Awesome.
Yep. Yep. Thank you, Sashank.
Thank you, man. Okay, is anyone there or all done? Ravi is there, right? What's up, Ravi? Ravi, we can't hear you. Okay, I can't hear Ravi. Okay, Ravi is not there, so I'm going to take one more person. One sec. Hmm. Yeah.
Hi, Shashank. Can you hear me?
Uday, is that your real DP or is it some fake DP?
No, no, that's a real display picture, but it's just a little bit edited.
What, you're some model or what?
No, no, I did acting back when I was in college. So after that, there was a time where I wanted to go to Mumbai, and I got a photo shoot
Yes.
done. So that's where the photo is from. By
You
the
look
way,
like the student of the year from Karan Johar's movies.
I will take that as a very big compliment. And before anything, I would just like to say thanks to you for your time because I know how precious it is, and the fact that you take out time for all of this. I have been following Avalon from a very long time, from where it was just Varun's Meta channel on YouTube. I've been with Avalon since then. So just wanted to say thanks and appreciate the entire team for everything, especially this app. It has helped me earn a lot of money already. And I know that it's going to continue doing that for me and for a lot of other people.
How did you earn money from this app? Oh, okay, because of
Stock
the.
knowledge.
Got it, got it, got it.
Yeah. So I'll just skip one thing I would just like to say. Extra thanks because today just happens to be my birthday and it's the first time that you've taken me on stage. There have been multiple times where I've raised my hand but didn't get a chance. But just wanted to say an extra thanks for that.
Did you just update your DP recently?
No, it's been like that since the start. In fact, I think on the Meta app also, where you guys have your courses, it's the same display picture. It's my go-to thing, go-to photo
Got it,
for
got it.
usually.
Perfect,
Uh,
perfect. Go ahead. So
jumping to
happy birthday, happy birthday.
thank
I
you.
think the chat is wishing you.
Thank you, everyone who's wishing me on the chat. Uh, I'll skip to the question because I guess there are other people waiting as well. So actually, there is this one stock that I had when I was getting all the knowledge through you and the app. I was doing my own research and I was trying to figure out some hidden stocks that would be long-term value bets. I found this one stock and I am already exposed to it. It's one of my big holdings. It's called, I don't know if you know it. It's called VA Tech Vabag.
Ah, bag. Yeah, 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 yeah.
So
It was
it's
someone's favorite here. I don't remember whose.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I've mentioned it a couple of times in the chat. If someone could just do a kind of a analysis or give me some of their insights, because I have done my research before I invested into them, and I am exposed to it. But I would just like to know your thoughts on the same. If you could, maybe it is a better stock for your weekend research or fund later on. Maybe it's not for the right now, but I just wanted to bring it to your notice. And if you could just, whenever you're free, because I watch all of your videos, so if you could just put one video out or put a part in many of your videos about this talk,
Hmm.
I would really appreciate that. Like, I would like to know your thoughts and the team's thoughts on the same.
Yeah, I'll do that. I think we can research. We can do that. I think Debjani had done a proper. No, I think we did this once in our community here itself, where we did a proper review with Debjani itself. I think she had already made an entire note about VA Tech Bug. So I think if I'll try to find if she still has the note. If she has a note, I'll put it up in the resource section so everyone can go through that note and learn from it. Right?
Thank you. That would be really nice. Thank you so much.
Yeah. I think Devjani, I think what we should do is all the presentations and whatever notes we have, no, we should just start putting it in the resources section in this community itself.
All right.
Okay.
So
Thanks,
thank you,
Uday.
thank you so much.
Anything else?
I know. I think that's enough. This is more than I expected. I'll. This is enough for now. Thank you.
ठीक है, go enjoy, have fun in your birthday.
Thank you. Thanks, man. Bye.
Okay, guys, bye. Thank you, Uday. Bye. So, not guys. Yeah, perfect.
Hey Shashank.
Deb is Debjani's nickname. By the way, I realized one more thing, right? I keep forgetting that. Just one second. Huh? I just keep forgetting sometimes that my YouTube is growing a little fast, okay? And it's not the same people watching me on YouTube. So in one of the videos, I said, "Thank you, Deb, for such a great presentations. Please thank Deb." And I got so many comments. People are saying, "Who is Deb? Who is this person? Deb? What is Deb? Is it a stock? This and that." People got full confused, right? And then I realized, oh shit, okay, there's a lot of new audience coming into my thing as well, and they don't know who Deb is. So I keep saying thanks for Deb, thanks to Deb, thanks to Deb. So well, a lot of confusion in that front. Yeah,
Yeah. How are you, man?
all good, dude, all good.
Okay, so my question is that I was just watching the shareholding patterns of different stocks. For example, I saw the IRCTC shareholding pattern. So it shows
Hmm.
16% participation for the public, and FIIs and DIS almost 8%. So does
Okay.
this mean that public is much more involved in it?
Does it mean can you repeat that question again?
Does this mean that the retail investors
No, no, no. Can you
are
repeat the
much more
entire question
involved?
again?
Yeah.
Can you repeat the entire question again? I missed the first half.
Oh, okay. So I was saying that I was just noticing the shareholding pattern of different stocks. So I
Okay.
saw that public is also majorly involved in buying stocks. I mean, the portion for public's FIS, DIS, and the promoter holdings.
Yeah.
Yeah. For example, in if you talk about IRCTC, so the public shows 16% holding,
Correct.
and FIS and DIS each almost 8%.
Okay.
So my question is public much more involved in stock market, or what does that public means? I mean,
Yeah, public is people like me and you. Retail participation, retail investors is public investors, right? People like me and you investing in the stock market are called retail investors. So, how much portion of it is retail is very important because you need to understand if there's too much public, then you know that it's very liquid stock, right? A lot of people in the market are investing in it. If it's very little public shareholding, that means you know that it can be manipulated can be manipulated to an extent. Why? Because it's being held by some FII or DII, right?
yeah, yeah. So this means
So
that
that is
public participation is a good sign.
yeah, healthy participation on public is good sign, but too much public is also bad sign. Why is too much public bad sign? Because if you have too much public, then that means the promoters have less. So if the promoters have less, then it's a bad sign.
Okay, okay, okay.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. And I
Next.
was also one more question was that I heard the news right now of IRCTC 50/50 ticket fee, yeah, which it has to give it to the ministry. So does
Hmm.
it had any impact on the revenue? I mean,
Yeah, it will have some impact on the revenue. There was a small portion of their convenience fees. At someone said 20%. I'm not sure. I've not checked it yet. But there is a definitely a small portion of the revenue that comes from that. And obviously, whatever it is, there is going to be a revenue loss, irrespective, right? So that revenue loss is going to affect the share price. I feel it's very stupid and unnecessary. I don't know why, like for what joy they're doing this. So stupid and so unnecessary. अभी अच्छा खासा चल रहा था, everything was doing well. Now suddenly they're creating this issue. So it's very unnecessary, I would say.
yep, yep. Okay, okay, fine. Thank you.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, anyone else have any other questions?
Hello.
Yeah,
Hello, Shashank. Good evening.
good evening.
So first of all, I would just want to thank you for all your efforts. And
Oh, thank you, man.
my question was this that actually I have been tracking stock market and investing in it in past couple, no, 1.5 years. And I have
Okay,
seen lot of times that whenever a dip comes or whenever overall market falls on broadly basis, there is one sector like which is termed as defensive, which is either FMCG and IT
hmm.
sector. So,
Okay.
but this time, as market is falling from past 7 days, I could not see any of these sectors taking the fall for it. I mean to say, even the FMCG sector is having a huge fall during this
No, that's
sector.
because the fall is not a sectoral fall. No, this fall is basically US is only falling massively. Everything's falling. The whole market, the world market is falling, right? So if the world market is falling, then everything will fall. So it's not a
Mm,
sector fall. It's everything's falling. Whatever sector you're in, it's gonna fall. That's
okay,
the logic,
okay,
right?
that's the logic. Okay, one more thing, like I have invested in couple of mutual funds, but
You have
due
invested in
to
what?
mutual funds in couple of mutual funds,
Okay,
including index fund and small cap, and
very
also
good.
in large cap funds, including digital India funds, basically
Okay.
focusing on digital companies. So I just want to ask you that due to these, I have like I felt sometimes that I have over diversified my portfolio. Like I have almost every stock of every company stock, and which led me to like a stagnant growth in my portfolio. So how should I
Okay.
re-diversify it,
I would say
especially in
start
the mutual
removing stuff.
funds?
Make a plan. No, a lot of people don't make a plan, right? You need to have only
Hmm.
see. You need to make a plan with respect to how much large cap, how much. See, the thing is, there's so many stocks in the market right now. Everything looks good. Everything looks amazing. Everything looks sexy, right? But our job is to choose what is good, what is bad, what is sexy.
Right.
And we always think everything's nice. So just I would say make a plan first. If you miss out on some stocks, it's fine. It's
Hmm.
completely all right. Okay, leave it. See, even when I had to choose 23 stocks, it was very difficult, right?
Right.
It was very difficult.
Okay.
But I had to make a conscious effort and say, boss, I am not going to over diversify more than this 23. Enough,
Hmm. But in
correct?
case of mutual funds, like the fund manager does the diversification, right? Just I want to ask that only four mutual funds are enough for me, or like six are enough for me, like that.
I think you
I
should,
make
three or
completely
four is
two
more than
different
enough, man. Anything more than three or
portfolios.
four, I would say is slightly over diversified.
Okay, okay, right. Yeah, that's what I was asking.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you, Karthik. Awesome, guys. So this was a session today. We're getting very close to Diwali. It's a. Oh, by the way, I want to announce something else, right? Some not announce, but remember when we were doing YouTube, uh, we were doing that charity thing. Guess how much we've finally raised? I mean, we've raised in the last 1.5 months. We've got a total pool of 20,000 rupees now. Around 20,000 rupees has been overall raised with because some of the videos did really well. If you looked at some of the videos reached 30K views and all that, so we've actually got 20K. So that's very good. I'll be putting in another 20K from my end. So total that will be around what 40K. So that's basically 50K is like one person's education. I think we'll definitely hit that. I thought we'll do it in a year, but we did it in bloody 1 month. And we'll keep doing this, right? We'll keep doing this. Again, I keep asking the community as well, if you believe there's a better NGO, please let me know. This is something that I did my own research and found to be good. But happy to help any cause, but it has to be with respect to educating people, right? So it's a very nice thing, because YouTube pays me for the views of the video. People watch it, people learn. YouTube pays me. I take that money, whatever I get, and give it back to someone who wants to learn, right? Hopefully, the NGOs do well, and NGOs actually pay that, give the student proper education. That is the hope. But yeah, why not donate books, or why not do a giveaway of books? That I can anyway do, na. See, giving books to someone who can afford a book is different from giving books to someone who can't afford a book, right? So we are looking at a way to give books to people who can't afford a book more than afford a book, right? You can buy a 300, 400, 500 rupee book, right? That much you have the capability to. If you don't have, that is the thing that we are banking on. So nice. Okay. Awesome, guys. That's my time today. Okay. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys loved it. We will be doing a nice weekend research session this weekend. And the next there's a weekend that's coming on 6th. Okay. So 6th is going to be another weekend research session. And that weekend research session you guys will enjoy, because it's a special guest who's coming and doing weekend research with me. And I think you guys know who that special guest is. It's Ish Mohit, right? So he's finally confirmed it. I've got the time. So on 6th, he's going to be the weekend research special guest. So we're going to do weekend research. We're going to do weekend research with him live. Okay. So we're gonna do live with him, and you can ask all the questions. So I'm gonna do it live. First, I thought I'd do a pre-recorded video on like on Zoom, and then just post it to everyone. But then I realized, you guys also have so many questions that you guys might want to ask, right? So I thought we'll just do a normal video. So YouTube live karte hai, and then you can ask whatever questions you have to them. So it's gonna be fun. Okay? चलो ठीक है. चलो, I'll see you guys later. Okay, चलो, bye.